Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all. My people, this is really very shocking to hear that this is coming out from a leader. This is somebody whom the people are looking up to. And you have to utter things like this. It's really very shameful and disgraceful that our people have forgotten where they are coming from because of whatever they are getting. Record that the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, had been in the DSS custody for about 14 months now. He was adopted in Kenya, extradited to Nigeria. And all that matter don't they grant since. And lawyers don't they talk say the Nigerian government, they not pass through, the process, the true process to extradite the IPOB leader to Nigeria. Say you don't tell when Nigerian government they look for him. They say they talk things about Nigerian government and all that. Say he have to come back to Nigeria. So on that fateful date, July 2021, Nigerian government adopted him from Kenya, and after some days, after much torture in Kenya, he was extradited, back to Nigeria. Today he's still in DSS custody. A few weeks ago, one of the IPOB lead lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejefo, raised an alarm that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, his health is deteriorating in the DSS custody. He said he has been diagnosed with a gastrointestinal disorder following persistent, heartburn. Now, the most painful part of it all, he said that even the Federal High Court in Abuja, had ordered the DSS custody to give Nnamdi Kanu serious medical attention. But with all these ones, the Department of State Services, DSS, has refused to obey the orders. You understand? So, he now said the government should release IPOB leader to them, or they should allow him have access to his daughter because the DSS denied him all this. Or they should allow IPOB family, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, to purchase those drugs that was prescribed for him because the DSS had refused him to, have access to those drugs that they prescribed about 7 bottles. They only bought 2 from a cheap chemist, and all that. So all these things had been on ground. Organizing Igbo has called the Nigerian government that they should make sure that nothing happens to Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. And some also well-known Nigerians who have been calling Nigerian government, to do the needful concerning the IPOB leaders' health and all that. Don't also forget that the UN had ordered Nigerian government to release the IPOB leader, said the arrest of IPOB leader is unlawful or constitutional according to them. That the Nigerian government, really went against his fundamental human rights, and for that reason, they should release the IPOB leader, that is Nnamdi Kanu, and also pay him compensation. Niger Twist News reports today that the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, have said that no Southeast leaders will not beg federal government again for Nnamdi Kanu's release. He said, let him bear the consequences of his action. That Southeast leaders, they are not interested on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. That he have to bear the consequences of his actions. Okay, maybe if I go ask this question, I beg, maybe I may not hear well. What exactly is the consequences he have to bear? That is asking for self-determination. That is asking for freedom for his people. While I went they grant today, be say for Southeast, be say Southeast leaders and the federal government of Nigeria, went too far. Southeast leaders connive with the federal government and start doing whatever they are doing. Coming back to this Hope Uzodinma issue, make una not still forget say no be only Imo State na in southeast get southeast. They have about 5 states in southeast region. But this Imo State, this Hope Uzodinma state, had been the epicenter of violence since this issue of agitation, or can I say since he assumed office as the governor of Imo State. This Hope Uzodinma deployed soldiers to Orlu to kill people. They were going to bushes to search for ESM. These are people, who were organized. I don't know how to put it again because they've already drove them, protecting their people from the bush. What they failed to do. You understand? You went and deployed soldiers to your states. Today, what is the result? They started killing innocent people. How can you do such a thing? Soldiers are meant for war. Those people, they are not peacemakers. You went and deployed them to your state, and today you have turned your state upside down. And I still beginning to understand with this statement that what is going on in the southeast region, mostly in Imo State, is being stage managed. All this is just for, to discredit the IPOB leader and the agitators in the southeast region and all that. There is one thing I love about God. You don't cheat God though, even when you try so hard. One day, you will meet your Waterloo. That is it. It's just nature. You cannot run away from it. So whatever you are doing today, tomorrow you go get them. You will get it in 100 folds. So my people, I am dropping it here.